Hi, welcome to the AskPatrick series. Today's question is by Joydeep Sarkar. The question is, how much time should I invest in a TITA question? Let's try to understand a TITA question. A lot of people prefer TITA question because there's no negative marks. Fine with it. But let's try to also understand there's also a time that is invested in a TITA question. So when you plan a strategy, consider a time element also when you solve a TITA question. Let's take an example for verbal section. So verbal section, you have odd man out and parajumbles which don't have negative marking or they're data questions. But when you solve this question, you spend some time on it. So that means when you solve a theta question, analyze the marks per minute for the RCs, for the parasummary, for the parajumbles, for the odd man out, and see where you get more marks per minute. If you get more marks per minute in the RC section, do solve RCs. If you get more marks per minute in a para jumble, solve that. It's very simple on that. So try to find out marks per minute. Look specifically para jumbles. What happens is a lot of people go wrong in para jumbles and spend a lot of time on it because it takes time to solve a para jumbles and you have to write a sequence. And the sequence, there is not a very high probability of it going right. Even if you blindly write the sequence, the probability of going right is very low. Contrast that with odd man out. In odd man out, you have to just write the option number and the chance of going right is a little higher as compared to parajumbles at least. Or you can directly mark the answer for odd man out without even solving it, and there's still a chance to go right without wasting time. So that means when I'm in the examination and if I find my marks per minute in the RCs more than the others, I will first solve RCs. But before winding up the section, I'll definitely mark odd man out and go ahead because it doesn't take time to just write the answer and there is some chance to go right. I may not do that in parajumbles because probability of going right in a parajumble is comparatively low and doesn't make sense then to mark it, and solving it will take time. Okay, but that is only after I analyze marks per minute per section. Same thing goes with cont and DILR. I mean, there's no point wasting time and just trying to solve and write the answer if you're going to get it wrong. After the exam, analyze the theta questions in terms of marks per minute and non-theta question in terms of marks per minute and check out where you get more marks. And then decide whether you should attempt a theta or non-theta. Technically in a max and DLR, don't classify them as theta or non-theta. Look at the sum as easy or tough. If the sum is easy, solve it. If the sum is difficult, leave it. It is theta or non-theta should not matter as far as cont and DLR is concerned. But yes, the best way to understand yourself is to analyze the paper and then try to figure out what strategy you want to use for the paper. So in the verbal section, do consider theta and analyze it. In the content DLR, my recommendation is don't classify it as theta and non-theta, rather classify it as easy or tough. Hope that helps. Thank you.